It's Legend of Blackout Boxing. Real OG. Check the middle name. Bow. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. But let's get right down to it. I've been trying to do these videos back to back. I got like 4 videos, but they're like past, past their time, whatnot. But we're gonna keep things moving from now on, and let's get to it. So Tank versus Rolly. Let's start off with Rolly. I give Rolly credit, man. He did his thing. He states he's only been boxing for what, 7 years, and I mean it shows. Don't get me wrong. If he's been boxing for a lot longer and he's just capping on the time he's been boxing, well, sorry for that. But I do give credit to Rolly, especially if he's only been doing this for 7 years. Shit. Personally, myself, I've been around boxing. I've been competing or in the competition realm of things for 16 years, and I can't even say that I've been on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? With that being said, that's just me being a realist. Congratulations to both fighters, but congratulations to Rolly. You did your thing, man. You actually were boxing very well. I still had Tank winning 3-2 on a very close fight. I believe 2 out of the 3 rounds that I gave the Tank, they were pretty close. They were pretty close. Not swing rounds, but they were close enough where it's like, okay, well, Rolly was doing good enough, but he was getting pot shotted a couple times and whatever. And Tank was just patient. Tank was just following his game plan. And I'll get a little more into depth with that. But Rolly being very wide with the stance, just that alone, and with his looping shots, everything is one speed. Everything is hard. Everything's to knock you out. The inexperience showed there. I tell fighters all the time, especially the people that have been doing this for a long time. Hey, man, it's a matter of time before you fight somebody that knows their shit, and is gonna expose you and your limited abilities. And that was that was the showcase of it. Experience and IQ was a big thing there. Tank Davis just sat there and not sat there. He sat and waited. Just waited for his opportunity. Like I said, I'm gonna get more in depth with that. Just the things that I saw personally. But what can I say? Rolly did he went out there and he was boxing pretty good. To me, he was still losing. He was down by 1, and then round 6 we all saw what happened. Again, super wide feet. Stepped really wide. Threw a hook. Miss. It sounded to the casual fan. A lot of those shots, I think Tank got hit maybe like a handful of times. Maybe like with clean shots, maybe 3 or 4 clean shots. And a lot of them was that little over jab. Rolly was throwing that hit like his 2, and then he would throw an over jab, which is like almost like a hook jab. And it caught Tank. There's a pretty nice picture of Rolly, catching Tank around the chin. Tank took that shit. It was what it was. It was a good shot. But it's boxing, guys. All the greats have gotten hit. All the best defensive fighters have gotten hit. I've already said that before in my lives. You're going to get hit no matter what. But do I think that Tank was uncomfortable? Never. Tank was never uncomfortable in that fight. Again, Rolly stepped in, threw that hook to the naked eye or to the untrained eye. It looked like Tank may have got hit, but just the sound that it made off the glove, I knew immediately he didn't land. The punch landed actually. Go back and there's a couple of images or a couple of angles where you see it from like this side, and you see Tank pull back and it catches right here on the glove. You can just tell by the sound it makes. It's like a different thudding noise. He pulled back, stepped back, and he angled on the step back. And Rolly did the worst thing you can do. Stepped right back in, straight line. Tank was already at an angle. Tank was already slightly this way already. And Tank didn't even throw it hard. Tank literally, because Tank's southpaw, Rolly came in with that same hook. Tank saw it coming. Tank was willing to take that shot because he knew where it was going to hit. It was going to either be a body shot, but hit him like in the chest. Tank moved out of the way, caught, and and then that overhand or that left hook to the head connected. Like I said, it wasn't even a hard shot. It was just like, it looked like Tank just stepped back, pop, let it go. Beautiful thing. Let's get on with Tank. Tank was just, like I said, comfortable in there. He was boxing. Didn't throw as much, but I think he was just waiting. He was catching the timing, just waiting, being patient. And then little by little, towards the end of the fight, like I said, like I think it was round 5 is where Tank started kind of like letting that double hand go, that double jab, pop, pop. And then he was starting to let go of some shots, and I knew, like, I was like, okay, so Rolly's getting comfortable, which is a big mistake. He's getting too confident, comfortable. And it was just a matter of time. Trust me when I tell you, Tank was waiting for that shot like the whole time. If you don't follow me on my social medias, probably link them below. I've been saying this for a while, and if you guys do follow me and you guys have seen what I've posted on social media, I got the honor to work with Tank Davis towards like the last month of his training camp. I was bringing my pupil, my little big bro Danilo Diaz Gato down there, who's soon gonna be turning pros. Hopefully, fall this year we'll get him out there, and you guys will start seeing. But yeah, it was like perfect sparring. Size, when it comes to the length and the height, Danilo was like the perfect person, and Danilo is honestly a lot more skilled than Rolly. But Danilo was able to imitate and throw some of those shots, and it was perfect. It was the game plan was executed to the T. At this point in my like boxing career and analyzing and things like that of fighters, it's really hard to impress me. And I'll tell you what, Tank Davis is one of those right now, one of those very few that lately have impressed me. And it's like, wow, this guy is like the real deal. He was really impressive. Like I said, it was quite an honor to see it up close and personal and being right then and there. It's one thing seeing it on TV, but seeing it like firsthand was awesome. I learned a few things over there too. Like I said, the minute you stop learning in this and anything in life that you love to do, it's time to move it on. It's time to move. It's time to move on and keep doing something else. But like I said, I'm always learning. I'm always adapting to new methods of doing things just in general. But back to what we were talking about. The game plan was executed to the T. Being patient, picking your shots, getting out of the first 3 or 4 rounds. Tank did, like I said, Tank got hit a couple times, but he had like a red mark over here on this side. It looked like more of an abrasion, like something rubbed. Like I don't know if he caught something or on the inside, something happened. But and it could have been a punch. We don't know, but it looks more like an abrasion. Like it was like a small little scratch there. But yeah, I just think Tank Davis right now is that one guy that that beats everybody. There's only one name there's 2 names I'm gonna mention right now, and some of you guys may not like one of the names. Oh, but he got beat. He got beat. And obviously it's Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is probably the one name that I'm gonna call out right now. He's that one guy right now that's gonna end up fighting Tank for I think all the marbles per se, either at 135 or 140. I'm favoring it more to like the 140 side, just because they're gonna end up trying to make this fight a lot bigger. Tank's got the number. Shakur's getting up there now. No offense to Shakur Stevenson. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see. And the other name, obviously, and you guys might hate me for this. I don't care. You guys can go say whatever you guys want to say. Leave it in the comment section, okay? Because you're not gonna hurt my feelings. What are you gonna say? I was gonna say Lomachenko. He beat Lopez. It was easy work for Lopez. Lopez was out on his feet at one point in that, multiple times towards the end of that fight. And it's been confirmed that Lomachenko fought one-armed, so it was what it was. Do I believe that a healthy Lomachenko would have beat Lopez? I think he would have stopped him, honestly. There's a reason why Lopez said no to the rematch, and they want to talk all that. Oh, but he wasn't gonna give us a shot. Why? He's the one with the belt. He's the one that. He's the A side. Why should he take a rematch? Obviously for a close fight like that should have been a rematch immediately right after. But obviously we all saw what happened with Lopez versus Kambosos. which is it's fight week for Haney and Kambosos. That's for another video. It'll probably be the next one I make, and I'll go ahead and I'll break that my hypothesis, my thoughts on that fight. But yeah, Tank Davis is that guy to beat right now. He is the man. At one, shit, man, 130 to 140, and all through those weight classes, he's that guy. Like, and those two names that I mentioned right now were obviously the ones that will give him the best fight. Honestly, we'll give him the best fight, and that's great. Those are great fights. I can't wait to see what happens in the near future. I'll also be another name that was mentioned too was during the fights and stuff happened on the side because Tank was yelling out at people, and apparently Tank told Teofimo he could be next, and I think it was either that or it was Ryan Garcia. We all know Ryan Garcia is all cap, man. Till right now, that's all he's shown. That's all he's shown. He's shown that he talks all this talking, but he never walks, man. He never executes. He never follows through. I just find it very ridiculous what happened with the whole Isaac Cruz and Ryan Garcia fight. Like, how do you not know that you had your fights scheduled? Like, that's a bunch of BS. That's all bullshit. Especially at that level. I can get it, like, if you're, like, starting off and you don't have, like, a big backing and you got to stay ready. You got to stay ready. That was the number one rule. Stay ready. Don't get ready. Stay ready. So you get that phone call. Hey, we need an opponent. Can you fly here? Can you make this weight? Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Or no, I can't do it. Well, missed opportunity. Yeah, but with that being said, that Ryan Garcia, he's not even on my radar anymore when it comes to. Don't get me wrong, kid's fast. Kid's got a good hook. But other than that, though, there's nothing. To me, there's nothing special about that. Ryan Garcia right now. I just need. I'm a person that I need to see it to believe it. And as of right now, from what I've seen, I don't believe it. And I've said that from the very beginning of his career. Very suspect with the chin. And like I said, I think I don't know. He just doesn't ever follow through. And it's like to the point now where even if I wasn't a fan of him, I would still watch him fight. But yeah, I'm moving past that. I'm not even going to mention that anymore. I'm just tired of all that BS, all this cap. All these fighters talking all this shit that they want to fight each other and they don't. But like I said, Tank Davis is that guy, and Tank Davis is about business. So, yeah. Shakur Stevenson, I can't wait to see him fight and see what's next. I think they should honestly. I think they should wait to see what happens with Kambosos and Haney, and see what happens after that fight. I'll break that fight down a little bit, but. Honestly, Tank immediately should fight the winner of that fight. I think Tank Davis deserves that, even though that they're the champions. Whoever wins that fight wins the title. But then again, Tank was going up and down weight classes, so he, that's the other reason why he doesn't have those belts right now, or at least one of those belts. But yeah, he definitely should be the immediate contender to get a shot at those titles. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. I know it's a bit of a long video, but if you guys disagree or agree or have any thoughts or have any questions, leave them in the comment section. We're out of here. Legend of Blackout Boxing. It's the real OG. Check the middle name. All right.